Tacoma's New Frontier Lanes bowling alley was packed with families on January 23, 1999. Teresa Chapewski, accompanied by family and friends, gathered at the popular bowling alley. They were there to enjoy a night of family bonding and fun. At around 8:30 p.m., Teresa, her boyfriend, and their children arrived, accompanied by other family members. They rented 2 lanes in the bowling alley. It was Teresa's turn to bowl. Before she rolled, she turned and saw her 2-year-old daughter, Teekah, and other children playing the arcade games a few feet away. She threw the ball and turned to walk back to her chair. She scanned the area where she had just seen her daughter trying to reach the pedals of the race car driving game, but Teekah was nowhere to be seen. Her heart immediately stopped. In the minutes after Teekah vanished, her family alerted an off-duty officer, and the bowling alley was then shut down and police started to check the vehicles leaving the parking lot. But Teekah was never found. Police acted swiftly, launching a search spanning a 1.5-mile radius around the bowling alley. The Pierce County Sheriff's Department mobilized search and rescue volunteers, some with dogs, and the FBI joined the efforts. Despite helicopters scouring the area, no trace of Teekah was discovered. By Sunday evening, authorities announced their belief that Teekah Lewis had been abducted. In the days following her disappearance, investigators and volunteers conducted a door-to-door search, interviewed local sex offenders, and established a 24-hour tip line. While Teresa was given a polygraph test and the family was questioned, the focus wasn't on them as suspects. Still, the results of the polygraph test were not disclosed to the public. As investigators struggled to develop strong leads, an intriguing lead surfaced. In a news report, a witness identified as John revealed that he had seen a man with a pockmarked face accompanied by a little girl at the bowling alley on the night of Teekah's disappearance.
We had gone to that bowling alley plenty of times, and it was kind of an area where people would kind of just come there with their families and kids can kind of roam. I had to use the restroom, so I went towards where the restrooms were. This rude guy bumped into me with this little girl, and since he was white and Teekah was mixed, or the little girl was mixed, I just thought it was the father just rushing his daughter to the bathroom. No one contacted me. I was easy to find. Maybe what I had to say just wasn't relevant or wasn't useful.
This revelation raised suspicions as the man's behavior had struck John as odd. Detective Stephen Riopel, reviewing the case 20 years later, connected John's account with an earlier observation from someone who noticed a person with a pockmarked face acting strangely during a reenactment at the bowling alley. This pockmarked man was now a person of interest, described as white, 5'11" inches with a husky build, shoulder-length curly brown hair, and a thick mustache. Further investigation uncovered other witnesses who saw 2 men near Teekah on the night she vanished. One of these men was described as a 40-year-old white male, approximately 5'11" inches and 200 pounds, with a pockmarked face, brown hair, and a thick mustache. The second man, believed to be in the same age range, stood at around 5'9", weighed 200 pounds, and had long black hair, dirty jeans, and a gray jacket with a sports logo. During the initial investigation into Teekah's disappearance, several disturbing incidents involving children in or around New Frontier Lanes came to light. These incidents included a sexual assault on a 4-year-old boy, an encounter with a man attempting to lure a 6-year-old boy away, and an unsettling incident near a park close to the bowling alley. Each incident involved a man matching the description of the pockmarked man. However, the connection between these incidents and Teekah's case remains uncertain. A long and heart-wrenching search. Despite extensive efforts, Teekah Lewis remains missing, and her case has gone cold. Over the years, critical information appears to have been lost or overlooked, adding to the frustration of investigators, the family, and those following the case. In recent developments, an age-progressed image of Teekah was created, offering renewed hope and a powerful reminder of the enduring quest to find her. Teresa, Teekah's mother, continues to hold out hope, expressing her desire to reunite with her daughter and bring her home.
Down inside, my heart was ripped into pieces. My name is Teresa Chapewski, and I am the mother of missing Teekah Lewis. On On January 23rd of 1999, I went to New Frontier Bowling Alley. The bowling alley was packed. I mean, there was a whole bunch of families. There was kids running around. I went to go bowl, and I had turned around and seen that Teekah was in the game machine. Threw the ball, turned around, there was no Teekah. Immediately, my heart stopped. They had people going over there searching. The family was stuck, not knowing anything.
Detectives have been working through leads all week.
The minutes go by, the hours go by, and there's no news.
As the time passes, there's much more concern as far as what's happened with her.
Back then, there were no cameras. There were no videos of this incident. There was no physical evidence to look at and test to actually find out what happened.
Can you talk about what 25 years does to a case like this?
People forget. People's memories get replaced with what they think they remember. Time is not in our favor in this case.
I know it's been 25 years, and some people give up hope, but I can't, because I think my daughter's out there somewhere. But as the years go on and there's no trace of Teekah, I don't know how I feel anymore. This is where the bowling alley used to be, and now it's Home Depot.
What's behind you?
The rainbow. And I know it's my mom. She's watching over me today. She knows it's hard, and she's not here to help me through this day. So she's doing it another way. Mommy loves you, and I'll never give up hope in finding you.
The disappearance of Teekah Lewis is a tragic, unsolved mystery that has haunted her family and investigators for over 2 decades. Despite numerous leads and eyewitness accounts, the case remains open, with critical details potentially lost in the passage of time. Teekah Lewis's disappearance remains one of the most haunting mysteries, a case that has left her family and community searching for answers for over 2 decades. Though time has passed, the hope for justice and closure still burns brightly. If you have any information, no matter how small, please contact the authorities. Together we can ensure Teekah's story is never forgotten, and maybe one day her family will find the answers they so desperately deserve. Thank you for watching, and let's keep Teekah's memory alive.
Teekah Lewis would be 27 years old. This is a picture of what she would look like today. If you have any information about this case, or even if you think you might be Teekah Lewis, you're asked to contact the Tacoma Police Department.